Welcome to another Sports View, a production of Women Love Sports Too. Let's go around our virtual table here and introduce ourselves. My name is Marilyn, and I'm an inveterate Ravens fan.
I guess I'll take the floor. Hey guys, it's your boy TG. Sorry. I am a very in between the lines of go, pack, go. And y'all can see what we done. We'll talk later. But good to be here, guys.
And I'm Talisha. Go Lakers!
All right, and they need that cheer. But anyway, I'm going to start off today with something it's sports, but it's also political. This is about DEI in Florida. DEI, you may recall, was something that Ron DeSantis talked about a lot when he was running for the presidency. Diversity, equity, and inclusion. So he helped back this bill that passed the Florida legislature that let them get rid of DEI at Florida's colleges and universities. And so now they've done that since January, they've done that. And NAACP, some other Black activists are calling for Black athletes not to play at Florida universities. And not only that, it's 8 other states have passed laws like this. And 28 are considering laws like this. And it leaves me wondering what the Division I college football and basketball coach and so forth are thinking about this. Because if Black players really start pulling out, that's going to affect their bottom line.
Yes. I think with that, I mean, if they start pulling out, I mean, what is football? What is basketball? What is any sport without the Black athlete? Let's be honest. Any sport that we see come across, okay, pickleball. Congratulations, y'all got one sport. Congratulations. We just haven't been there yet. Ping pong, and probably I don't know, badminton. I don't know. Name a few. Chess. I don't know if that's a sport now. Look, I don't know. They'll make one if they can't find it because they can't control us. We're faster. We're stronger. They make all kind of stupid mistakes. People coach your children, then you can be like us, talented. It's like
I think they're gonna kind of rethink that when we do start pulling out, because if you want us for our skills and you don't have us, then it's like, wait a minute now, we'll do what we need to do to get you back, kind of like with the farming, like with the crops, they started passing laws and the crops didn't get picked, and it's like, oh, wait a minute. So you start passing laws and
you say like with immigrants not coming.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. No one's there to run for you.
Mm-hmm. No one's there to run the ball. It's really interesting because one of the key people to speak out against this is Emmitt Smith. And he's, of course, played for the University of Florida, probably their most famous alumnus, and storied NFL player with the Dallas Cowboys. And, Emmitt doesn't really speak out on racial issues, but he took to Twitter and left a blistering post and told the athletes they need to speak out. Do you think this is too much to put on the shoulders of 18, 19-year-old guys and ladies?
No. I mean, you're old enough to look, in my eyes, you look at this. In most states, you're old enough to vote. You're old enough to do this. You're old enough to do that. There's so many things you're old enough to do. Now, it's time to be adults at this point in your life. At this part, you're probably mom and dad or grandma and grandpa, auntie, uncle, whoever raised you, probably taught you some strings. And sometimes you got to pull them. And I think it's a decision that needs to be made. I mean, because yet we have not only that, but as we can know, there are certain states like Mississippi that want to take out their HBCUs. So it's like, I'd be damned if I do, damned if I don't. So now we got to start pulling strings where it matters And when these big, large white institutions, unfortunately, but fortunately, start losing their ground, guess what? Just like my owner of one of the companies I work for, he said, you got to build a strong foundation. But if it's rocky at the foundation, guess what? The building's not going to stand. And guess what you need? You need a great mixture of athletes. Just one color or one side's not going to do it. You're going to need athletes of color or athletes that have multi-talent like we have. And it's time for us to start barking back.
Mm-hmm. Well, I hope they are successful. I think this is something I think it's going to come to a head pretty quickly. We'll just have to see what's going to happen. I'm sure we'll be revisiting this topic. Now, speaking of collegiate sports, the ladies, the LSU and South Carolina ladies football teams, always very competitive, but this time it led to a brawl. Did you guys see that?
Did I see it? Oh my! This thing was spicy. Like, I think I had a debate the other night off camera and off the podcast, and it's like, well, should that determine this? Would it determine that? I'm like, women get spicy too. Now, some of it may be built up emotion. Don't get me wrong, but did you see that guy that jumped the hurdle to get to his sister? I was like, bro, go, bro, go. Like
Flau'jae Johnson, she plays for South Carolina. That was her brother.
Or South Carolina's head coach after the press conference with the nets around her neck. I'm like, well, lady's gonna do what she's gonna do. But I'm like, for the game, for me, that makes me want to tune in. I said to myself, it's needed to happen. It's healthy, even though I don't condone violence. Let me be the first to say that. But damn it, that's healthy, because I was like, get her. She wanted get her. They got 2 fists. I don't care if you're 5 foot, 7 foot tall. I don't care if you're 11. I don't care. Get it. You out there, get it.
Well, I told you about my history with basketball, so I'm down for. I'm down. That's all I'm saying. I don't condone violence in any way. And
well, several of the ladies took to Twitter and apologized and said they don't condone violence and they didn't want their schools to look poorly in the eyesight of the public as a result of this. But it was interesting. We'll have to see. Now they're going to play each other again in the tournament. And I'm sure they'll get a huge audience to see how this comes down.
And this time, don't leave the bench.
And it's interesting because Dawn Staley, coach at South Carolina, and Kim Mulkey, coach at LSU, are the most interesting college basketball coaches now. We used to talk about Denny Crum back in the day, or Mike Krzyzewski, but I mean, I don't even know. I think these women are much bigger names than the male basketball coaches in the NCAA tournament this year.
Look, I'm gonna be honest with you. I like their responses. Both coaches, like South Carolina, their coach with the nets on there. It's like, oh, we won, deuce. It's like, fight if you want. But then not only that, it's like she gave the mama instinct. Like, I don't condone it, but you better get her. You better not come home with a black eye and you ain't punch back. And then with the other coach, she a G too. It was 2 Gs. I was like, dude, can we sign them up to put them in the octagon and kind of figure it out? Because I mean, they were ready. Like, well, everybody wants to fight. Well, let's go.
And both coaches get along very well.
Exactly. Crazy.
Yeah. So I like that. We can brawl on the court, but then afterwards we're very civil. and neither is like a Bobby Knight throwing chairs at people.
No, we don't need chairs. We got these hands.
Okay, now turning to the NFL. Lots of activity this week with free agency. Kicked off Sunday when Russell Wilson tweeted that he was going to the Steelers. What do we think of that?
Look, I am like, whenever a team, and this is none against Russell, he could stay at home and had another baby with Sierra, and Future would have made a song about the the third child, and everybody like he's still dad, he's still around. Like, dude, leave. It's your time. Like, exit stage right, please. But for Russell, to him, buddy pal, the Broncos gave you $38 million to get the hell out of town. They told you leave. Just leave. We'll give you the money. They took an $85 million salary cap hit. Like $85 million just say this dude leave. But the Steelers are like, well, you got paid $1.2 million. But I hope the Steelers the best. I hope they actually go to the playoffs because it's a black coaching staff. It's a black quarterback. It's a black running back now. I think they just got a new one. I wish them the best. Damn it! I wish they go to the Super Bowl. I wish Steelers go to the Super Bowl because I just want them, that critic, to hit Russell. Like, well, Russell went to the Super Bowl. I just want that to happen for him. I just want it to happen. I like seeing black excellence.
Yeah, I think that would be a nice. I think it's a nice addition. So I think it'll work out. It'll work out better than it did in Denver. I mean.
Now, what about Saquon Barkley? He was, people thought he would be just bleed blue the rest of his career, but he's going to a division rival, the Eagles.
Oh man, look, I'll be honest with this one. Look, I contemplated about talking about this on the show, but I'll say that Saquon Barkley, kudos to him. Go get your money, young man. The Giants are just not going to do it. They're paying Daniel Jones, and I can't even say the other name that my co-host gave him because it's not proper for kids to hear. Maybe if you come on Good Gotcha Entertainment, I'll do that. But here, I'm going to say this. Tiki Barber, Tiki, whatever the heck his name is, sit your behind down. Oh, he's did to us. Did to who? Who are you? Well, you didn't even win a Super Bowl. Your brother won. Your brother's the more successful child. He should come out. But Tiki, sit down. Oh, well, you did to us. Who he did to? The Giants ain't said nothing. It's only you, brother. It's only you. But for Saquon's sake, go chase the money. People do it all the time. Look at Aaron Jones with Green Bay. I know you probably get to that. But he switched and went to the Vikings. Did anybody say he did to us? Nope. We just like, cool. Next man. It's like, get your money. That's what you're chasing it for. You didn't get in the league to make nothing. You got in the league to make your money, and that's what he's doing.
Yeah, I equated it to when Shaq went to that green team when he played a season over there. I still took him back into my heart. He wasn't dead to me. So Tiki can get over that.
And Kirk Cousins, quarterback, he went from the Redskins to Minnesota. Now he's going to Atlanta. Hasn't won a Super Bowl, but they're going to pay him, I think it's $100 million that's guaranteed over 4 years. Would you give Kirk Cousins $100 million?
Sorry, producer, but hell no. I'm not going to give him that. I'll be honest with you. Look, one thing with Kirk Cousins, he is, I couldn't even say he's Tony Romo caliber because, damn it, at least Tony Romo was at least worth something. But Kirk Cousins, we got players like Cam Newton. We got Colin Kaepernick. We got Alex Smith just sitting at home. I mean, literally boxing out people at festivals. And this scrub of a quarterback that had Mattis, he had Justin Jefferson. He had a whole ring. He had Rudolph. How many more players do you need? And then he can't win a playoff game. It's sad. I don't know what they were thinking. He's the missing piece. Go ahead, Atlanta. You've been missing pieces for the last 20 years, and you're going to still be doing it because that's what you're going to do for more.
And, I mean, that's a lot of money. I mean, can't you believe that?
No. No, I cannot.
What can I do with $100 million? I'm just thinking, like, what can I do with $100 million? Like,
Bet you I wouldn't have no student loans.
You doggone right. That's the first thing gone. I might still not pay them. I might let them still wait. Hold on, government. You didn't hear that. Don't cut me down. You didn't hear that. I will pay you first. But no, $100 million for somebody that's going to get you to your last playoff game, week 15 only. Like, are you kidding me? Quarterbacks like, I mean, Jordan Love doesn't even make that kind of money. I'm just saying. At least he went to the playoffs. I mean, Russell Wilson don't make that kind of money now, but I think Russell's more valuable than Kirk Cousins, the dude that wears gold chains and go to hip hop concerts and act like he's black. I don't know. I still don't get it. But hey, Falcons carry on.
But yet a lot of these broadcasters and fans will criticize Dak Prescott. I mean, Dak Prescott makes like half of that, right?
I think so. They underestimate. See, I think so. I'm gonna leave it at that. Because if I say the words I want to say, it ain't gonna be good.
Okay. Anything else from free agency you guys want to mention?
Look, I have a lineup, if you can hear me. I mean, I like that not only Green Bay, he kind of disgruntled with the situation because I'm a Packers fan, even though a piece of cheese just made it to the floor. But, and no, guys, not eatable cheese. Whoever's watching this, you can't eat it. It's a foam head. But Aaron Jones, they released him and picked up Josh Jacobs. I was like, oh, okay. Spider-Man effect, kind of pointing at each other. But I mean, you got that. You got Baker Mayfield getting his extension with the Bucks. They paid that man a lot of money. I'm like, where's my extension? Where can I get picked up? I can walk on the field and throw a ball 10 yards. We might not get the 50-yard pass, but you'll get the 10 and the 10 and the 10. Do more than Kirk Cousins. What else? There's a couple of them. I mean, it was a few trades that just went throughout the week. And I mean, like what? Oh, yeah. I just broke out today. Chase Young left or been traded from the 49ers and is now with Tennessee and the Titans. So he's switched around year after year after year. I mean, and Derrick Henry, the biggest trade of them all for right now, has went from the Titans and now shifted over to the Ravens. Talk about making them a playoff pitcher. And not even a playoff pitcher, but a Super Bowl caliber. Because guess what? Lamar Jackson never had a good running back over the last 5 years because 20 of them got hurt. I mean, literally, every season it felt like 20 running backs, they come in, twist the ankle. God forbid anything against anybody, but that happened. I don't know. It's a lot of trades, and I ain't going to hold the whole show because it's just so much. And watch out for Justin Fields with the Bears. He might be coming out pretty soon and leaving. It's just so much rocking and rolling. Joe Mixon. I mean, it's just hot. But being in the first 48 hours, you saw my phone was like bing, 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 bing. Group chat, bing, bing, bing. My email. I'm like, I got my old AOL email. How the hell did that bang up? I don't even know. But that was going. But everything was high. I get it. It's like
You look too young to have an AOL email.
I do got it, and that thing has like 100,000 emails. It's, to the people in the world, if you get the AOL email, I don't like you. I'm just gonna be honest with you. That thing sits and probably got stuff. I don't even know. I gotta look at the start date. It's like
I actually did not know you could still sign up for AOL email.
Look, I'm 20. Oh wow, 25. I had that email. What did I start at 5 years old? Did I just like baby sign up? Like, and I had one, and now I'm like, I don't even use it. It stuns me.
That's interesting. Okay, now let's look at the NBA. In the power rankings, Denver Nuggets are on top. They are so confident that they had missed their chance to go to the White House to see Biden because something was happening. And so the White House called them up and told them, we'll come in March. And then they had to call back and say, you know what? We have a good chance of winning this thing, and we don't want to mess up anything. We're not coming out. No, but we hope to win this all so we can come later this year. Do you think they had the chance of winning it all? You guys think that?
I hope that if we saw a preview of the finals the other day with them and the Celtics, then yes, I hope so, because I don't want the Celtics to win again, because no. So yes, I'm going to say yes.
I think something's in the water here. I gotta say yes too. And like you said, you saw what you saw the other day. It's just like, yeah, yeah. I don't want to see Celtics go back. I'm sorry. I'm not even. It's not looking towards that. I gotta agree, and I can't even disagree. It's like,
But in the power rankings, the Lakers were on the third level.
it's the Lakers. They're the money team right now, so Vegas has to like put them up on the pedestal. Will they? I'll hold my comments back to a later date.
Did you guys see that picture of what's her name? Jenny Buss talking to LeBron. She had like her head on his shoulder or something.
Oh, yes. Yes, I did. Interesting. Work wife? Because I know if I did anything like that at work, well, I'm away from home, the business would be like, huh? What's that all about? It might get I don't know what may happen when you get home. It ain't happening. That ain't happening. I mean, it could be all friend and game, fun and game. I get it. But in front of the camera, oh
Yeah,
no.
in the atmosphere today, I don't think that's wise.
No.
We'll have to ask Savannah what she thinks about that. But I think the caption I read was something like 250 million and a statue.
Oh my goodness.
They were saying that's what he was whispering to her.
Probably so. I can see. Oh my, I can see that. That's funny.
That's funny. But it's going to be interesting to see what happens with him. Definitely. I
Oh yeah.
guess, yeah, it looks like he's going to stay with the Lakers, probably get a contract he's happy with, spend out the rest of his career there.
Good.
Laker fan, are you happy about that?
Yes.
There are some people who say they should take that money and get a bunch of new folks, young folks, rather than giving all that money to LeBron.
Okay. Well, no.
And the reason would be
who you want? That's gonna give you what LeBron give you. Who? That's what I'm saying. We want to rebuild. I'm tired of rebuilding.
well, one
Sound a little
thing is,
disgruntled there.
LeBron has, he hasn't suffered any, serious injuries, but he is getting older. So that has to be a question too. Is an injury around the corner for him?
Yeah, I know. And like he has his ankle that's not quite right, but
I don't know. Do you pay him that kind of money? I mean, to be I don't know, the commander on the court. I mean, you can make him a coach. Can you just pay the man to sit on the sideline with the suit on? I mean, I get it. I guess he want to still play because Bronny ain't made it yet. Will he ever make it? I'm not for sure. But I'm like, yeah. I mean, well, who else going to give you that? But like you said, if Bron hasn't taken a serious injury, then he's probably healthy to play. He might get a little winded. He has put a little years on. I'm on the fence. I'm on the fence with this. I'm really on the fence with this because it's a thin line between love and hate. And I ain't talking about the movie. That was a good movie. But I'm going to say between the two, I don't know if I pay him that kind of money. I don't know.
I don't give him the money because who else are you gonna give it to?
If I'm paying him that kind of money, Bronny's going to play for free. We got a 2-for-1 deal.
Well, Bronny, look here. Your dad signed $250 million. We called this meeting today to tell you that you're playing for $1,000 a month. I mean, $1,000 a season. or you take some of your dad's. But if you don't like that, then kick rocks. Back to school for another year. Oh, that's funny.
But
The
he
Rock
he
will
really
show up.
gets irritated when people ask him about, do you think Bronny will ever make the NBA? A lot of statistics show that he's not doing that well, and he gets really irritated.
He does. I think. I mean, a lot of the pros, like the Shaqs of the world, the LeBron. I mean, LeBron. All those pros, they put so much on their children, and they may not even be where their kid want to be. Like I would love to sit down with Bronny and be like, where would you actually like to go? Like what's your actual like occupation or whatever your job field that you want to go in? He probably go like he want to go be a lawyer or something. But his dad like, no, you're gonna follow my footsteps. Like they force their kids, and then their kids don't become them, and then they're disgruntled because they're like, oh, my kid should be the next Hall of Famer. It just don't work that way. I wish people or I wish parents would allow their children the opportunity to go do what they want to do. Damn it, if your child want to be a trash truck driver, let them go do it. Let's go. Guess what? You're going to be the best one you can be. But parents like them, they want them all high and mighty, and then they get knocked down. They get injured. Or something happens because guess what? Their heart is not in it. It's just like everything else. Let your kid decide what they want to do.
Yeah, like Snoop's son. Snoop really was training that guy for the NFL, and he's a fashion designer now.
See, he can make a lot of money doing that. If you put your mind to something, you never work a day in your life. Look, grandma always told me, and that's what you got to do. But if you're forced into something, you'll hate it or you'll regret it when you get older. Like, why did I do that? Oh, because mom, dad, grandma, grandpa. It was the family history. Okay, what did you say? It was family history for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my son is athletic. He has two parents over 6 feet, and he was gonna be like, just the beast. He hates sports. He's in the anime and engineering. So he's gonna be an engineer.
One other thing for tonight. Robert Kennedy Jr., a scion of the famous Kennedy political family, announced today that the two people at the top of his list to be his running mates are Aaron Rodgers, the Jets quarterback, and Jesse Ventura, former Minnesota governor, probably best known as a wrestler back in the day. What do you think about these choices for vice president?
I look, not to share which side I run on the story, but if anybody watches, you can tell me what side I run on, because I don't wear red hats. I think it's like target practice, but not that I'll do anything crazy. But they all get angry and go on their own little rant and don't let you talk. That's how you tell what I'm on. But Kennedy, can you sit down, sir? Like, you're gonna get into the election and mess it up for one side or the other. You gonna get 5%. Granted, 5%. They gonna vote because the rest of them don't really care. They gonna see red or blue. They ain't gonna see your green. They ain't gonna see your independency. They don't care. Just because you a Kennedy don't mean jack, brother. And then you gonna go get Aaron Rodgers. What he gonna do? Pass a touchdown on Sunday and then come vote on Monday? What else is we gonna do? I mean, you pick a side, Aaron Rodgers. I think the one hit you took against the Minnesota Vikings and it hurt your collarbone. I think it hit your head. I don't think it was the collarbone. I think it hit your head. I think all them hits that now knocked you over. Now you don't know you want to go be a quarterback. You might want to go be a tight end. You might go run for president. You might want to go sit in a little mini Colt. I don't know. But now you want to be the vice president. Or now Kennedy. But can we get to the point that Kennedy ain't got a chance? I can run, and I guarantee I get at least 10%. He'll get 5%. Little old TG from Richmond, Virginia, run and get at least 7%. I would run against him. I love it because he ain't in that trash of a cartoon of what he did, that political stunt that he did a couple weeks ago before the Super Bowl. Well, not a couple months ago for the Super Bowl. It was like back cartoon, like 1965. I'm like, dude, we got color now on TV, right?
Okay, we're almost out of time. We want to wish our host who was out tonight, wasn't feeling too well, Sonny. We want to send prayers of healing to her. Join us again for another Sports View, a production of the women love sports too. Thank you and good night.